This is the Demia Avery Show, hosted by Demia Avery, where some of your favorite entertainers, celebs, and entrepreneurs come to highlight all of their many talents.
Hello, everyone. This is Demia Avery with the Demia Avery Show, and I have a question for you. How are you feeling? How are you really feeling? Because the reason I asked you is because if you're not feeling your absolute best, or if you need a pick-me-up, today's guest, please welcome motivational speaker, podcast host, social media sensation, and recording artist, the very fabulous Alethea Crimmins. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? I hope that you are having a good day on purpose, because that is what we deserve.
That's right.
Yes.
I just
Thank you
love
so
her
much
energy.
for having me. Thank you.
So before we get into your single, because that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, your song Shine. But before we get into that, I'd like to, talk a little bit more about you. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. So the motivational thing, the motivational coach or inspirational coach, because I know some people are like, they call it different things. How did you get started in that? What's your story? Because I'm very curious about that.
Listen, this wasn't even what I thought I was going to be doing in like real life. This is not what I thought I was going to be doing at all. Part of it is because of my stutter. So people told me that I would never, like, they silenced me. They told me that I could never do this, I could never do that. And I knew that I always had a passion for helping others. Like that was always something that would drive me. And I think that was part of the like people pleasing in me that kind of just, but I also wanted to be for other people what nobody was for me. Like I never had that, like, cheerleader in my life. I never really had that motivator in my life. I grew up being bullied. I grew up being like abused and targeted. I dealt with a lot of pain. I dealt with a lot of trauma. Never really had a lot of friends. I was always that one that was looked over. So I had to become my own cheerleader.
Got it.
I had to become my own best friend. And I had to start speaking life into myself.
Yeah.
Never thought that me just being me, the one person that I did not want to be, would get me where I am now. All I knew is that I wanted to be everybody's hype girl. Like I just wanted to be me and hype everybody up and make people feel good about who and what they are. Never thought that it would get me here. Like,
right.
I was just being me out loud. I was just, hey y'all, what's going on? Like you good. Exactly how you are. Don't listen to these haters, because these haters not your motivators. I am. So listen to me. So
never not thinking that you're good and you're good enough and you're good and you're the person.
Listen, like I never in a million years thought that this is who I would be.
Yeah.
Never in a million years thought that I would be this version of myself.
Yeah.
But when you speak life into you, when you drown out all the negative words, even the ones that come out of your own head, that's why I tell everybody to say things out loud. Because some of my videos, I'm like, look, say it with me, because you got to hear it out of your mouth.
Yeah.
You have to hear it out of your mouth. And when you say it out loud, you hear it first. And that will drown out everything else that is negative, that would drown out all those voices if you say it out loud and tell yourself exactly who you are. Because, honey, when you know who you are,
Yeah.
nobody will ever have to tell you who you are. Okay?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Now, was there a turning point for you? Like when you said, okay, because I heard you say that you bullied, you had some abuse, you had, all these negative things that happened in your life. Was there something that made you say, you know what, I'm not taking this anymore? This is the turning point. I'm turning this thing around for myself, and I'm going to the positive. I'm going to make something, turn it, what they say, lemon out of lemonade out of lemons. Is it something that made you do that?
Yes. The darkest point in my life, when, and in hindsight, I realized that I thought that I wanted to take my life. I thought that I didn't want to be here, and I tried to, and that was my lowest point. But I just wanted to disappear. I wanted to disappear. I no longer wanted to be here. I'm sitting in my college dorm room. It was dark, and I knew, like, I just want to disappear. And I took some pills, and I guess I blacked out because I came to, and the first thing I thought about, like literally the first thing that popped in my mind is that, damn, my mama was right. I, I can't do anything right. I couldn't even do this right. So like that was literally the first thing that popped in my head was,
Yeah.
damn, like she was right about you. Like you can't do shit right. Like, damn, like you couldn't even do this.
Yeah.
And the next thing that I thought about, oddly enough, is like I was waiting for my like roommate to walk in. I was waiting on somebody to knock on the door or come in. Like I wanted somebody to come in and save me.
Save you. Mm-hmm.
And I was just laying there, and I realized, girl, ain't nobody come and save you. You got to do that.
Yeah.
So get up. Get up. And I remember it, at first it was just in my head. Get up. Get up. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it came out of my mouth. Get up. And I kept saying it over and over. At this point, I am wailing. I am sobbing. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Yeah.
And I got up. I got up.
Yeah.
I had to tell myself, get up. And I listened. And I listened. And that was the moment that I was like, if I can tell myself this, if I can pull myself out of this,
Yeah.
maybe I could pull myself out of anything. Because that is when I realized nobody is coming to save me. I had to save myself.
Yeah.
I had to be my own superhero. This was a me thing. It wasn't an anybody else thing. This was me. This was personal. This was something I had. And that's what we have to realize. We got to make it personal.
Yeah.
We got to make it personal. That's why it's called self-love, self-esteem, self-care, self-healing. It's not for nobody else can do that for you. You got to do it for yourself. And that was the point that I said, you know what? I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. And I did.
Yeah, I love it. Now, I would imagine, and it's funny how you say that you have to do that for yourself, because I would imagine you probably had some people that would say, yeah, you are so great. You are so this and you are so that. But until you believe that yourself and until you grasp that to yourself, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't. They can say that all day long.
At all. At all. They could have told me till I was blue in the face.
Yeah.
But I had to tell myself this.
Mm.
What I've learned, because prior to this, I taught pre-K for 15 years.
Okay.
And I learned a lot from my littles. But the one thing I learned, now picture me in my 40s, jealous of a 4-year-old little girl, like jealous for
Mm.
real. Why? Because the confidence that this little girl had every day, she came in. You like my dress? You like my hair? I look good, huh? Yeah. It did not matter if she had the same thing on every single day. She made sure to let me know that she looked good in whatever she had on. And I'm looking at this girl and I'm like, damn, why can't I feel that way about me? Like, she's 4 years old and like, I wish I can feel like that.
Yeah.
And as soon as I thought that, my next thought was I felt sorry for her, because she's going to feel like that until somebody tells her something and puts it in her head that makes her think something differently about herself, that tells her that she's not who she
You
thinks that
not
she
all that.
is.
You not all
Listen,
that. And
and that is exactly what happened to us. We were not born thinking negatively about ourselves. At some point in our lives, we were that child. At some point in our lives, we thought that we were everything and everything was us. We thought that we was everything, a bag of chips, a loaf of bread. We was everything until
yeah.
somebody came and told us that we were not who we thought that we were. Listen,
Yeah.
I tell people all the time and they laugh at me. I, I didn't know I was fat until somebody told me I was. And the way that they said it was in a negative way, that I was like, oh, well, I'm not me young. I'm thinking, well, God just made people in different shapes, sizes, and colors. But when they told me that in a negative way, it made me look at myself in a negative way.
Negative way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is why I tell people to say things out loud to themselves. You got to hear it out of your mouth, because what you're hearing now is everybody else's words.
Yeah.
Those were never your own. Those words were never yours. But when you say it out of your mouth, those words belong to you. So when you look in the mirror and say, I am enough,
Yeah.
you say it over and over until you believe it. And I'm telling you, it works, because I do it every day. I have sticky notes.
Mm.
I am this, I am that. And I say it every day, because if you say it long enough and you
Yeah.
hear it long enough, you're going to believe it.
Yeah. But when did you get to the point that you said, okay, I have actually healed enough to be able to help somebody else? Because once you know what I mean? So once you then got to a place like, okay, I think I'm good enough now. I need to help somebody else. When did you get to that point?
Sure. I don't think I did. Like, this all was by accident. This all was by, I swear, this was a happy accident. So during COVID, we wasn't teaching. We were home.
Mhm.
And one of my friends told me about TikTok, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let me go see what that's about." And I saw everybody else doing voiceovers and dances and things, and I was like, "Oh, well, this is cool." Well, we still had to go to work for like little things or whatever, and that time my co-workers didn't like me because of how fabulous I was. I mean, you know. But anyway, so I would go, and every day, like I said, I am my own cheerleader. I am my own best friend, and I would give myself talks. Well, I was doing my like makeup, and I had my like selfie camera on, and I'm doing like this, and I'm talking to myself. as I'm doing it. And I'm like, wait, I'm looking at myself and I'm talking to me. And I was like, girl, listen, because you know that you about to go in here and you don't care what nobody say about you because you know exactly who the fuck you are. So baby, listen, you go in there and you be great in their face. And I was like, let me post it and just
Yeah.
see what happened. Let me because maybe somebody else need some hype. Let me
Hmm.
post it. Like,
Yeah.
let me take a chance. And I did.
Hmm.
I did. And I was so scared because at that time I was very worried about the world and what they thought about me and being validated. I did not look at that video. I did not open that app for 2 days. And my phone kept going off. Ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, what the hell? I finally opened it. The comments, the amount of people that were like, I needed this.
Yeah.
Thank you so, like, you have no idea. How did you know that I was feeling this way? I needed you today. My heart was so full
Yeah.
and it gave me a new purpose. I was like, well, dang, well, maybe I could do this for other people too. Like, there's other people that feel like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when I just started. And people, I am talking to them, but I'm talking to me. Like because when you're looking at the camera, looking at you. So every single video I post, I'm
Uh-huh.
talking. I am hyping myself up. I am
Yeah.
talking to me, and that's why people were like, "Man, it just feels like you are so real, like you are so authentic." Because I am,
Yeah.
because it's not just me helping you. I'm healing me too.
You
Like
self-ministering.
I'm
Self-minister.
yes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm healing both of us. Look, we both
Mm-hmm.
need this right now. So
Yeah.
let's go.
So what are some of the things I'm curious because I know that this has to be very rewarding for you. So what are some of the things that people are saying to you that like I know it's you get a lot of the comments and saying I know I needed this right now. Is there something like if you could pick I know you have so many comments, but if there one particular person that that gave you a comment or something like that that really really touched you, who
I
would that be?
still I still have these screenshot. I was doing a live and she had I remember the name because her like name had a unicorn in it, and I love unicorns. And
Mhm.
she made a comment, and she said, "Thank you for saving me." And I was live one day, and she left me this long message, and she said, "You know what? I was just about to end it all." She said, I just want to thank you because I was literally sitting in my car on the beach about to end it all. And I opened my phone and I opened TikTok, and she said, "You were the first video that popped up
Mhm.
telling me that I was enough, telling me how proud you were of me, telling me that I could do it."
Yeah.
She said, at that moment, I felt like somebody cared, and I put the pills down. When I tell you I broke,
Yeah.
like I broke, because I was like, man, like the impact. And I get several messages like this that I saved their lives. I went to a conference, and this lady afterwards came to me in tears, and she said, I knew exactly who you were the minute that you opened your mouth. She said, I sent your videos to my daughter, and I just want to thank you because of you, I still have a daughter.
Oh, girl,
It's like, what do you?
is can it be overwhelming for you sometimes, you think? I
It
mean, I know
is.
it's gratifying, but is it overwhelming too?
It it is because it's almost like, man, can I keep doing this? Like, do I have? It's almost like self-doubt starts creeping in. Like, do I have what it takes to keep this going? Do I have what it takes to keep making people feel this way?
Yeah,
Because it's like you you want to keep being that beacon of light, and you want to keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and helping and helping and helping and helping, and then it takes a toll on you that you forget you you have a family.
yeah,
You got to take care of you too.
yeah.
Like, you got, and there was a there was a point where I had to take a break
Mm,
because I was pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring, and I wasn't filling my own cup, and it started to show. Like,
okay.
mentally, it started to show, and my wife was like, "Look, you need to take a break because," and it's like, no, and felt like I was letting people down because I wasn't there every day, hyping them up every day. And she said, "You have given them the tools, just like you had to learn how to save yourself. You've given them the tools to learn how to save themselves also."
Yeah,
And I was like, "Oh, you're absolutely right." Because
yeah,
I was drowning trying to make sure that I was saving everybody else. I realized that I was drowning, not realizing I have given everybody the tools that they need. So now it's your job to build that house, build that foundation. I've given it to you.
yeah,
So then I realized, okay, I don't have to be there every day.
yeah,
I can
yeah,
be there for myself too. So yeah,
yeah,
it, it was a balance, and
yeah,
that's a lot of things that people who do what I do, they don't really talk about it. Like, they don't talk about the mental impact that
yeah.
this has on them.
On them personally. So on those days, because nobody is perfect, and like you say, that nobody talks about, especially the person that's giving all of the time, what they're getting to, and sometimes you have to put your own needs aside as well. So on those days that you're not, you know, get up, everybody, get up. The days that you're not feeling so motivated yourself, what do you do to get motivated? Is certain things that you do to get yourself back up again?
All right. I write, and that's where a lot of my songs come from. I journal because I'm a big believer in you have to let it out to let it go.
Hmm.
And it's a lot of things that you can't find the words to say it out loud. Like, people would ask me, Alethea, what's wrong? I have depression. So when people ask me that, and I say I don't know, like I can't put it into words. I, ca- out of my mouth
Yeah.
because I really don't know. But when I take a pad and a pen and I just start writing down just random things and random feelings, like it all comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is healing for me, because when I go back and read it, I'm like, yes, yes.
Hmm.
And then ironically, it turns into a song.
I know what
Oh,
you mean. It's so funny because you say that. And I was just telling a family member, and this is serious, not for the sake of this interview. I really just told a family member that was having some issues, and I was telling them something that my mother used to do was when she would have like bunch of anxiety, or she was going through something, or you know how you might, like at the middle of the night you can't sleep or something like that. She would say, get up at that moment and write it down, because
yep,
at that moment what you
yep,
do is you take it out of here and then you put it on that pad of paper, so it gets it out of here and put it on something else.
yes,
So yeah,
yes.
I know what you mean by that. That's awesome. That is
If
awesome.
if people would go through my phone, like they have the like voice memos
Hmm.
at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like something's on my head, and I'm like, oh, voice memo, okay, da, 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 da. And or like a like melody or tune would pop into to my head, and I'm just like, oh, okay, write it down, okay, and
I love it. Now, if
yes.
I can ask, what's your dream? What is the dream for you?
To continue speaking all over the world. Like, I want to be the world's hype girl. Like that is literally all I want to do. I want to be everybody's hype girl in real life. Just hype up the world. That is my dream. Just, I want to hype y'all up
I love
all the
it.
time.
I love it. Why is helping others so important to you, you think? Is it because you didn't receive the help when you were younger? Or do you think it's just because you've healed from all of your things and you want to be able to share with others? Or is it something else?
I feel like because I've healed so much, and because I felt that I was too broken
Mm.
to be healed, and I know that there's a whole lot of people that feel like just because I'm broken, I need to be fixed. I'm broken, so I can't be healed. And somebody told me, well, girl, you know that broken crayon still color. And I was like, wait a minute, wait,
Okay, all right.
wait a minute, wait a minute. And it's like, I wanted other people to know that broken does not mean destroyed.
That's right.
I needed other people to know this. And I felt like I wanted other people to know you are not by yourself. Because
Yeah.
I always felt like I was by myself.
Mm.
And I wanted other people to know, look, I am here for you. You are not alone. I got your back. We can do it together. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna heal. You gonna heal. We gonna heal, and we gonna get through this thing. We
Yeah.
gonna do it. So that was the main reason that I never wanted anybody to feel like I felt.
Yeah. 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 So let's get into this JHUD thing. So you went on the Jennifer Hudson show. You know, I
Bruh,
had to ask, what's that like? Because that had to be surreal for you to be on it.
listen, I thought that I was being punked. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I thought that these people was lying to me. Like, why are y'all playing in my face? Get off my email for this nonsense. Because stop that. And then they were like, well, no, let's set up a Zoom call. I was like, okay, whatever. So we set this up, and I was like, wait, let me backtrack. Let me backtrack just a bit.
Uh-huh.
Manifestation and speaking life over your, I'm telling you, it works. I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
2 weeks before I even got this email, I was sitting talking to my manager, and I said, you know what? It'll be so amazing if like I was on TV. Like maybe I could be on like Kelly Clarkson. Or I said, no. I'm gonna be on the JHUD show. He said, okay. I said, no, I am going to be on the Jennifer Hudson show. 2 weeks later, I got the email, got on a Zoom call, and I'm like, wait, like, this is a real person. And he was like, okay, well, I'm a run it by the team, whatever. And I was like, okay, well, it's not really, I'm not really on it yet. He got to run it by the team, but I'm gonna still keep my hopes up because I done told myself I was going. So I'm not gonna tell myself that I'm not going. I am gonna be on that show. I came home from work. Now I'm talking to my wife the whole time. She ain't never said nothing. As soon as I walk in the door, her and my like managers there, because I waited like a week. I was checking my email. Did I get something yet? And nothing. I came home and they were recording me, and I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "Guess what? You're going on the JHUD show." Listen, when you tell yourself what you can do,
that's right.
When you tell it don't matter if 1,000,000 people say no, you create your own yes. When you tell yourself yes, when you tell yourself that you can do it, and you do not let the no stop you, when you just be who you are. Never would I ever have thought that Jennifer Hudson knew who I was, and that I was going to end up on her show.
Wow.
Not one time, not 2 times, but 3. She called me back 3 times.
Oh my gosh. Love it. I love it.
And it's just by not letting the no's stop me.
Yeah.
And creating my own yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So is that what Shine is about? The song Shine that you
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Tell us a little bit about your song. How did that come about?
Shine is, and people will think that it's me coming out as me being part of the queer community. No. It's about me coming out and being me. Yeah. Because I was always told to dim my light. Yeah. I was always put in the dark. I needed to come out and be myself. As a plus size woman, we are told we're basically put in the same closet. Like you can't wear this, you can't do that. Like you're pretty, but you'd be so much prettier if.
Yeah.
So this was me giving myself permission to shine. Giving myself permission, because if the sun does not ask permission to shine, why the hell should we? The sun does not care how uncomfortable you are, it shines anyway.
Yeah.
This was me saying, shine anyway.
Love it.
Because that is what I was meant to do. Shine anyway. So that that was a love letter to myself and to anybody else who's ever felt like your life has been dimmed. You were made to feel small. And me teaching pre-K, I love glitter, but what I've learned about glitter is one of the hardest things to get off of you. Glitter is one of the hard. It don't matter how much you vacuum, sweep, glitter not going nowhere. Baby,
Yes.
when I die, when I get cremated, I know for a fact that I'm going to turn into glitter because that's just how much I shine. So you cannot get rid of me. So I need you to shine like glitter and show everybody just how amazing you are. Don't let anybody dim your light. And when you shine, shine like glitter. Be ultraviolet.
That's right.
And if they don't like how bright you shine, then give them shades and you're welcome.
Now, are you gonna do any more songs, or was Shine? It was
Oh,
like your debut. Are
uh-uh.
you ready? Are you ready to
Oh
do more?
yeah, I got some locked and loaded. I just gotta get them out because that was another thing. Like I was always self conscious about my music. Like I didn't really put it out because I was like, oh, people not gonna like this. Like they're not gonna like this. But there's one thing that helped me boost me up and help me stop worrying about everybody else. I don't know if like you gonna have to edit this part, but I'll just
What did I tell you from the beginning? No, I'm not editing. I'm not editing nothing. So go
listen.
ahead.
There is three letters that help me become who I am,
Okay.
and those letters are FTP. Fuck them people because I'm gonna be exactly who I am because of what they eat don't make me shit. So people, and I'm gonna do me.
That's
And
right.
that is what helped me become who I am.
Yes. I love it. I love it. Now, are you going to write any books? Because it just seemed like it's a book in there. It's a book in there.
Well,
Uh huh.
actually, it's not quite a book, but people always said, I wish I could take you with me. Like, I wish I just had something that I can just have every day. So, in the fall, I will have my own motivational deck that every day you can pull out one of my cards and it will say something that I say that will get you moving, that will get you out, that will get you going every single day. And then
Yes.
next year I will be working on my book, but I just need because I wanted people to have a piece of me
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah.
So when you can't watch me, you can. Okay, well, this is how. Yes, yes,
I love it. I love it. Now, where can people pick up Shine? They go to your website, or how do we get it?
yes. And it is on every musical platform. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's everywhere. But I have a website. I am Alethea.com. You can follow me on all social media outlets at Alethea Crimmins.
Awesome. Now, before we go, this is something that I like to do. It is totally not related to anything. I am an old school lover. I'm an old school
Oh.
lover. So you have to tell everybody who is your favorite old school artist or our old school song. So you got to let everybody know.
Oh. And see, I'm such like a music buff. So it's like so many come to mind. Why did you do that
I
to me?
know. I do it to everybody. And they're like, oh my God, oh my God.
Um, it's the like one song that keeps playing in my head, and I I'm drawing a blank on who made it. But it's Baby Come to Me, 'cause I
Oh, Regina
love
Bell.
you.
Regina
Yes,
Bell, baby. Yes.
love you. Yes. That's yes, 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 yes,
Thinking
yes.
of you.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That is one of my favorite songs. And anything by Whitney, anything by Shaka Khan, like
Uh-huh.
yes, yes, yes,
Ah.
yes, 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 yeah. Oh no, wait, but that ties very close with See, I'm drawing blanks about who made it, but all night can't sleep
Lead
to
to
her.
her
Yes,
confunction.
yes,
Confunction, baby. I know them all.
if you are that special lover, and love, yes, that's my jam. Yes, 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 yes.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, Alethea, thank you so much for coming on my show.
Thank
Anything
you for
that you got
having
coming
me.
out, when that deck comes out, make sure you let us know so
I
we can
surely
so you
will.
can come back on the show and we can talk
Yes,
about that. And I'm gonna make sure that I have your website at the bottom so everybody can check it out. Make sure everybody goes to your page and buy the song by the song and make sure that everybody follows you as if you needed more followers, but yes you do, because everybody needs to hear what you have to say, get some motivation, and just support you as well. Thank you so much for being just
thank
such a
you.
wonderful person, a wonderful spirit. And listen guys, we are out of here. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later. All right, bye bye.